So, President Muhammadu Buhari was in town, Lagos State, yesterday to commission quite a number of important projects. And he also granted an interview to a TV station. And now, amidst cry and requests for our president to speak to us, so many Nigerians anticipated that he would indeed speak to them. Some were disappointed, others felt our president was within his right to say what he said. But I would like to hear your thoughts. Now, I'll come to the ladies on all the various major points he made. And one of the things that struck me from what he said was the fact that he said, let me even read, he said he asked the Attorney General, when there were issues of people complaining about the herder farmer crisis, and he asked the Attorney General to dig out the Gazette of the First Republic, when people were obeying laws, that these already outlined the various routes for the cattle at that period, that this is what we should bring up and be trying to reinforce. And I said to myself, Nigerians are here also clamoring, saying that our 1999 constitution is not working. Take us back to 1963 constitution. So since our president is also referring back to the Gazette of the First Republic, maybe it might be a good time for him to also reconsider going back. No, I'm just saying, I mean, basically, he said he told the Attorney General, very specifically, to go back and bring out the Gazette that was in the First Republic,
which allowed the headers have their grazing routes. They can take the grazing routes to the southwest, just across the country. Hold on. This is the 21st century. Because something has worked in the past does not necessarily mean it will fit into today's world. Good. What everyone is saying is, look at the current trends on how we can even have better cattle. Let us ranch. The grazing route will not work today. You know why? Most people have built on those lands. And he was saying that they should reclaim those grazing routes. So people who have built houses, who have offices, who have, you know, are you going to tell them now to pack away because you want to open that place and replant grass? Do you understand what I'm saying?
With the point I'm making, I agree with you 100%. What I'm making is, since our president is also going back to what used to be, Nigerians are also saying this constitution it doesn't have equity. That we didn't come together as a people to agree. Let us go back to the original one where there was regional strength and autonomy, such that people were allowed to use their own natural resources and develop their own communities. Another thing that struck me was what he said concerning NSAS. I mean, when he implied that NSAS, was saying it casually, that NSAS, that would be where the young people wanted to remove him. And that struck a chord with me, because I felt that maybe he was miscommunicated. He did not understand. What the information he got about what NSAS was about was that they want to remove you, they're all protesting to remove you. Maybe that's the information that he got, because based on what he's saying, it's clear from his utterance that he wasn't aware that NSAS was specifically about police brutality, the bad governance Nigerians have gone through, and the fact that they felt the government wasn't listening to them. It wasn't about removing him from office. I don't even think there was a part of their demands.
Really, I question the fact that we always say this about our leaders. It's the people around them. It's what they told him. Doesn't he watch TV? Doesn't he read the papers himself? Can he not come to conclusions by himself? Do you understand? We cannot keep blaming the aides around him, the yes men around him. At the end of it, the buck ends with him right there. So the president got, with the NSAS, for me, my personal opinion, the president got that wrong. People stood up and were protesting police brutality. That was what it was most about.
It's still happening.
And if you look at the 5-point agenda that was first given, you would see it clearly stated. So it was not about taking the president out.
No, one thing that struck me, BC Mariam, is the fact that I felt that our president came for a season where we needed that shake-up of integrity, leadership, the military aura. But Nigeria is such a complex state that what we need right now is a visionary leader. What we need is a leader who is taking us on a journey. A leader who is in tune with every single sector, who
knows the current trends.
So he came for a season. But I think it is clear to me
what we need now going forward.
Daddy, it's time for you to just
Take a bow.
Take a back seat and let us get some, because Nigeria, you see, another thing.
That point that you made, you know, he said something about fighting corruption in a democracy and why it's tougher for him right now. And so that makes sense about the sort of leader we need for this time. So it's already a democracy, Mr. President. We have to find ways to fight corruption within the democracy.
I also had a problem with some things that he said, which opened my eyes to see that maybe there's no solution in sight. So, for instance, where he talked about if we want people to be able to come in and invest, if we want peace, the youth need to ensure that there is peace. He just pushed the responsibility back on the young people. I would have expected an answer such as, this is what we are doing to ensure that there's security, though in some other words he has said that he's trying his best to make sure that he's able to protect the lives and the property of his citizens. But we are not, I didn't feel that. I just felt it was a way of just pushing. You ask him this, he pushes it, he finds someone to hand over the responsibility to. I believe that a leader is one who takes responsibility. A leader is one who is accountable. Even when you know that the mess-ups don't come from you, when you come outside, you tell us what you want to do. When you go inside, you flog the people that are messing your name up.